We know there are many choices in internet radio, and the staff and host of LA Talk Live would like to thank you for choosing the internet's hottest destination for the most eclectic sound and invigorating talk. This is LA Talk Live. We are more than just talk.
Encourage other believers to keep holding on, casting the vision and we making it plain. We the head, not the tail, so we won't complain. Here to lift up the downcast and the brokenhearted, changing lives with the truth. So let's get it started. We got the word,
Music Entertainment Live.
You can catch us on the air
every Sunday night. What's up? Welcome to GospelRhythmsTalkLive.com, Talk Live Radio, and LATalkLive.com. I was trying to cue to get the party music in the house. I don't know what I got to do. I be needing to feel the music. Can we get the party in the house? Maybe not this week. Anyway, welcome. This is GospelRhythms.com, Talk Live Radio on LATalkLive.com. I'm Ro Williams, and sitting next to me is the beautiful Darlene Darbo. Did I pronounce it correctly?
Yes, Darlene Darbo. You did.
Not to be confused with Rory Darval. Darval. Hey, take that for not mispronouncing a name out the gate. I'm so happy.
Some people really murder it too.
You know, I didn't do that to Rosina, but I shortened it down for Ro for just ease cause. Well, I thank you for sitting in. Trisha Mann Grant is going to be in the building. She is on her way. Is a little delayed in traffic, which LA is pretty known for. Usually not so much on a Sunday, but I guess today they are known for that. We haven't been here the last couple weeks, but we hope you've been tuned in to the rebroadcast of some special shows. And so, I mean, I'd like to think that all of our shows are special. And today's Life Edition is no exception. But before we do that, let's do a little flashback. First of all, before we do a flashback, let's flash forward. This is actually your first time with us, right?
Yes,
and I am so blessed and honored. She is one of the lovely interns here in California at the LA Talk Live studio. As you know, we are not only LA Talk Live, but Atlanta Talk Live, New York Talk Live, Houston Talk Live, Boston Talk Live, just everywhere across the United States. We just talking live. We are mobile. We got a picture of us flashing our illustrious devices because everywhere you go, you can take the party with you. We are heaven's party here on earth. Amen. So, Miss Darlene, let's get to know a little bit about you. What school are you going to?
Okay. Well, currently I go to Long Beach City College.
Long Beach City College.
Broadcasting.
Right. Radio broadcasting. I was just about to ask you, what's your course of study? Mm-hmm. Right. And what are you aspiring to do with that education?
This right here. This is the goal. So you kind of sped me up a bit.
Hey, well, you know what? We aim to be a blessing as we are continuously blessed. I mean, I don't take what you interns contribute to the studio work that goes on here. It's invaluable, and so it's incumbent upon us to give you whatever opportunity that you can get. Squeeze us like an orange or a sponge to extract that out, and so you can be all that you can be and more for having been with the LA Talk Live family.
Yes, and thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Now, how young are you with LA Talk Live? Is this your first day, first week?
It's my second week. Right? Yeah, second week. I've been here 2 weeks.
Wow. So you got to be proactive in pursuit of whatever it is God has called you to do. And who is your journalistic inspiration?
Van Eric.
Well, I actually met somebody famous. They don't know who he is. Who, for those of you who are tuned in wondering, who is Van Eric? He is our illustrious studio engineer. He is my studio husband. And just like a reg husband, he don't listen. Baby, when we go to break and come back with the music, can you please put it in the studio? Okay. Because, don't make me go on strike. Ain't that what y'all do in real life? At least I'm not a wife, but I guess I could play one in the studio, like I could play one on TV. Man, so you probably, I don't know if you, prior to joining the LA Talk Live family, if you viewed any of our past shows, but here at GospelRhythms.com, Talk Live Radio, we celebrate, support, and promote Christians and Christians in the entertainment industry. And we just celebrate just people and their gifts, no matter what race or religion they are, across the board, because you may have something to contribute that will be valuable to anybody in any religious and faith-based community as well as across the world. And so today we have the pleasure and the honor to having someone, and we'll give a more intense and deep introduction. So for those of you who are just tuning in, like chomping at the bits, wondering who is it? Well, it's the lovely Desreta Jackson. And for those of you, I'm like, for those of you who, let me do it again. And the lovely Desreta Jackson. Thank you very much. I'm like, sometimes it's a good lame. Anyway, and for those of you like, okay, who may not be familiar with her or are familiar with her, she's an actress, producer, director, entrepreneur, just a lovely woman, a mom, and she is here to talk about where her life journey has taken her post The Color Purple. For those of you, I don't know if we have that image up of a couple images I gave to Van Erich to feature her now and then her then from that project. I'm so excited because that's one of my favorite
isn't it all our favorite movies?
Oh my God. Celia! That is, sister. Nothing but devil keep me. Oh, we could do it. Hold on. Nothing but devil keep me from you. I'm like so excited. You just understand. And so, we got a real live awesome woman in the house. And so, she played the young Celia in The Color Purple, Steven Spielberg. Yes, the Steven Spielberg. Mm-hmm. And so we are so excited to hear about, just the various projects, not just where her gifts, because I'm sure she's still operating in her gifts theatrically, but also she has a skin and hair care product that are for women, I believe, of every color, race, and nationality. Yes. So, please tweet, Facebook, Instagram, pick up the phone, go knock on your neighbor's door, do all of the above, because she is here in the house. And I just want to thank you for riding shotgun in place of Miss Trisha. And is there anything you'd like to share so far with your experience here at the LA Talk Live studio? Because we do have other shows that they feature have you worked with some other shows? If so?
Yeah, we just got done doing the Joy in the House.
Joy in the House, right.
Veterans Day Live. And now I'm doing this show.
Wow, just a
triple
threat.
So I'm very excited.
Yay. So Joy in the House is a show. You want to tell them a little bit about what that show is, so that if they're just tuning in, maybe they can make a note and check them out. They come on before us. This is a Sunday show lineup.
Yeah, Sunday.
You may want to get a little closer.
Join the House is Sunday. I do believe at noon every Sunday. They are a inspirational show in the morning. They talk about not just gospel, but also they talk about the word, and they inspire people and Christians from around the world. And they have some lovely guests. Last week they had Debbie Boone come in.
Right.
And they had a good guest then, and they just. That's what I've experienced.
Okay,
yeah.
Right. Just a lot of wonderful shows with some awesome and positive content. And then the Veterans Day Live show, of course, talks about veterans, right? We can let Van Erich speak to a little of that, our illustrious studio husband.
Well, thank you for that. Yeah, Veterans Day Live is a show for veterans by veterans, and every third Sunday of the month, the show is dedicated for the women of the military, along with empowered women like yourself, Ms. Rowe, who are taking charge of their life and showing the world that I'm here and hear me roar.
Yes, today's show was a women's empowerment show. So with that being said, we will be going to commercial. Let me hit the music up and make sure it is in cue. So hopefully we can get the party in the house this time on the way out. Hey, what I'm talking about. We'll be right back with more gospelrhythms.com. Talk Live Radio on latalklive.com. Life Edition. I'm Ro Williams, and you are
Darlene Darbo.
We'll be right back.
Like Marvin Gaye, can't you see what's going on? Through it all, gospel rhythm still going strong. Trusting God when it's good or when it's going wrong. Encourage other believers to keep holding on. Casting the vision and we making it plain. We the head, not the tail, so we won't complain. Here to lift up the downcast and the brokenhearted. Changing lives with the truth, so let's get it started. We got the word, music, entertainment, life.
Listen up, all you rock and roller. LA Talk Live has a show called The Van Erich Rock Show, bringing you the best in rock and roll. I'll be your host, Van Erich Marshall, a.k.a. Scopes, bringing you the best in rock and roll. Only on LA Talk Live. We're more than just talk. Reality radio for your listening pleasure.
Hello, I'm Joel Ramirez.
And I'm Lolita Robinson Coppage, and welcome to Joy in My House
on LATalkLive.com. Inspirational radio
with a touch of recovery.
A reality show where nothing is left unsaid
and no one is insignificant who says it.
Exclusively on LATalkLive.com. You can also catch us on iTunes Radio R&B or watch us on Ustream TV.
Reality radio handcrafted for your listening pleasure. This is LA Talk Live, and we are more than just talk.
Hey, this is Trisha Mann Grant, and I am inviting you to join us every Sunday at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for Gospel Rhythms Heaven's Party here on Earth. And join us as we talk to the Christians, just not any Christian, but all Christians of entertainment and all walks of life. Don't forget to tune in to Gospel Rhythms Heaven's Party here on Earth every Sunday, 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, exclusively on LATalkLive.com. You can also catch us on iTunes Radio R&B, Live 365, Radio Flag, TuneIn Radio, AHA Radio, TiVo Radio, and Apple TV Radio. Or watch and listen directly at LATalkLive.com. Reality radio handcrafted for your listening and viewing pleasure. This is LA Talk Live, and we are more than just talk. Hey, this is
amazing! Oh man, I still feel it. Man, don't you just want to find Danny right now and just like just wail on him, ladies and gentlemen? I mean, do I really need to say more? Introducing our guest for today on Life Edition, LA Talk Live. Give a big welcome to Desreta Jackson again in the house. Woo! Oh my goodness, you just actor, producer, director, writer. Should I add that in there too?
Yes.
You know, entrepreneur, mom. I'm like, wow. Welcome,
Yes.
welcome. You know what? Can you pull your mic a little bit closer? Yeah. 'Cause
Sure.
we
How's
wanna hear
that?
everything you got
that
to
good?
say. That's
Okay.
wonderful. Wow, thank you. It's an honor to have you here. I'm so excited. You know, I wish. Sorry, Trisha, you might want to leave church a little earlier and pack your lunch because I know you was probably delayed trying to bust a grub somewhere. That's what you get. We live in the valley. You know how that 405 can be. Well, I'm just gonna soak up this moment like a biscuit with some syrup, man. I'm just keeping it 100, man. I just gotta say, wow.
It's an honor to be here. Thank you.
You know what? Thank you. Now, let's just have a little bit. I have you know, give them a little taste of your bio because she does more, and it is more to her story than The Color Purple. Now, you were born in Tortilla. Totola?
Yeah, it's the British Virgin Islands.
Yes, the British Virgin. Okay, I knew I was going to mess up some name.
It's okay. It's really small.
Totola. You know what? I was thinking Tortuga. That's from the Pirate of the Caribbean. That's a different movie. Sorry, not this show. Tortola. I'm so say, references. I'm sorry. I was like, oh, wasn't that place featured in the Pirates of the Caribbean? No, that was a different one. Okay. Best known for, of course, your starring role in the Oscar-nominated film. Wow. I mean, that launched your career, huh?
Yeah.
In the industry.
Literally, it was the first thing that I ever did. I wasn't in Hollywood. I wasn't in the industry at all.
Somebody pulled you, like, hey, just saw you and said, why don't you audition for this? Like, how'd you even hear about it?
I went to a cattle call, but here's how great, if we want to give a quick testimony of how God works.
Come on, girl, bring it.
Okay. Mm-hmm. My mother had came out here from the West Indies, and I was about 9 years old. But what happened was we was homeless and we was living downtown. And, I didn't know any better. It was better than where I was coming from.
You didn't even know you were homeless at the time.
No, I didn't even know I was living bad. I really didn't, because I was with my mother. And coming from where I came from, I mean, that's a whole nother
level of poverty.
Okay. Perfect word. Totally different level.
Like you just uncomfortable here. There, you po.
Yeah, it's like, it was great. Like downtown LA, we was in a little hotel room. It was okay. My mother was picking up cans. But what happened was, ironically, she did get herself a little bit more stable, and she moved to Watts, California. Right. Where what happened was, I got involved with gangs, I'm be honest. Or they got involved with me.
At 9 years old?
Well, at this time, I was about 10.
Okay.
And,
wow, 1 year. Okay.
Mm-hmm. I got involved with gangs. They used to call me K-Rock. And
all right. K-Rock. I
don't
see no K in your name. Where you get K-Rock from? Killer Rock?
Actually, that was the hot radio station at the time.
Oh.
And I took the name.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
I should be K-Rock.
Okay.
K-Rock. I like that.
So what happened was, just to get me off of the streets, my mother was working like 2 jobs, and I was just getting deep into it.
Grind on.
And she saw that I wanted to take drama class, so she looked into it. And the first drama school I went to was Marla Gibbs Drama School. Wow. And what happened was, she couldn't afford it, and she thought she saw an ad that said free acting classes that was all the way in at a school called Rainbow Connection. And I want to give a shout out to Joyce Sylvester, and I'll tell you why. Because this acting coach, when we got there, literally I had only been in acting class for maybe 3 months or so. Mm-hmm. This lady told my mother she loved me, I was a natural, she could do something with me. But we would have to get here, and it was a lot higher than where we was going. My mother said, what do you mean higher? It said free in this ad. Okay. And she was like, oh, they made a mistake. It was supposed to be a free consultation. Oh. My mother was like, oh, I can't even do it, because right now, to get me through school, she pretty much was using our lunch money to pay for my acting class, and I ate at school, and that was the deal we had. Wow. So the lady begged my mother and said, please, this is where she needs to be. My mother decided she'll figure it out, so I went there. In less than 1 month being there, they had an audition, a cattle call. Spielberg was looking for this character, Celie. It was already written for Whoopi Goldberg, but he had decided he needed a younger version to open the film. And so they went on a nationwide hunt, and they did this thing that's called a cattle call.
Oh, you know what a cattle call is?
Yeah. Yep. Woohoo! Everybody just come on in, anybody. Yeah.
Wow.
They did that with Straight Outta Compton, I think. Mm-hmm, they did like a cattle call. Everybody came. My cattle call was at Morningside High School, and I went there, and that day I literally opened up the book the first time for Alice Walker, and you know the first page, what it said. I looked at my mother, and I was like, I can't say this. And my mother was like, well, you know what? Say what you feel comfortable with saying. I didn't really have to say nothing. I literally went on stage. I walked up on stage, and there were like different casting directors sitting down, and Reuben Cannon was like literally at the last end of the table.
But you didn't know who he was.
I didn't know who Spielberg was. Okay. First of all, I never even watched a movie.
Okay.
Okay. I didn't watch movies. So it was like when I got up on stage, Reuben Cannon literally, before I could even sit down with the first casting director who I was assigned to, he walks all the way across stage and said, you, come here, like a movie. I walked over to him.
Had you even said anything yet?
No, okay. I didn't even get to sit down. I just walked on stage. He said, turn around. So I turned around. Is that Trish? I see her. So I turned around. When I turned around, he was like, looked at me, and he like did something with my face, looked it up and down, and he asked me, do you have a resume picture? I so happens to have had one. That's another story. I just happens to have one. I gave it to him, and then he said, can you come tonight and they gave me another location to go to. I went to that location, which was meeting with Spielberg. I didn't know it was Spielberg at the time. And I walked into the little building. It was like a little stage set up. Spielberg, I've never yet been to another casting like how he did it. Spielberg don't go with like a script. He don't go in there and be like, oh, let me see if you can read the script. He really wants to see if you're going to embody
the character. He put me on a stage as an audition. Literally, I looked out, and people was in that audience, but it was pitch black. Wow. And he said to me, you get who she is. We're just going to do a scene. He gave me a scenario, and I act with him. I stayed in that room for almost 2 hours. Was your mom there too?
My mother was in the lobby.
She was like,
Well, first of all, I didn't know anything different. It was my first audition. I didn't know auditions don't go like that. You in, you out. People was livid. They was like, who the hell is in the room? Like, what's taking this long?
Why is she there? I haven't even read.
I walked out of that room, and all the actors that was there was just kind of like, me, I was just kind of like, I had so much fun.
Wow.
I told my mother I had so much fun. It was just like, for a moment of time, nothing was real, but it was amazing. My mother was like, you like this, huh? I was like, oh God, I loved it.
And I can only imagine what the acting teacher, how she must have been so proud that she had been able to see the vision in you. What she did.
She did.
She was like,
and she did everything she had to do to get me that audition. She had a major little thing for herself, and that's why I had to say at the beginning of this show, I had to mention her name and say, let me just give a little shout out to her.
She sacrificed. Wow.
And that was history. Wow. And it went on. It wasn't even after that. I'll take just real quick. So I they called me back the next day and said, can you come to Amblin Entertainment, which is located right into Universal Studios, where they filmed Jurassic Park. That's Amblin. So I go there. Of course, I still don't know who Spielberg is. Okay, I ain't joking you, girl. I was just like, this white man in front of me
with a beard.
It was done. Everybody was just like, how was it meeting Steven? How was it meeting Ruben? I was like, who was whom? I didn't know.
At 10 years old too, you were such innocent.
I didn't even know what movies were.
Palette.
No. And then he took me into his office, put a camera in front of me again, and he said, you know what? I really don't need to do this, but I want to do it again. And then he gave me another scene. And he was like, and he told me, can you do this? He said, how would you go to protect your sister? Let's say a stranger was coming up to her, and you know this man wanted to marry her, but what would you do? And then certain things, we started acting it out again. All I know is before I left that room, he said, you know the thing you did with your hand? You know what you did? He was like, don't change that.
Did you know what he was talking about?
Well, kind of. I mean, because I had worked, I had developed, as part, I learned to develop a character. So I kind of get it. What he was like, I love that. That's what it is. And, I was covering my mouth and I was doing certain things. He was just like, don't change that. That is her.
Wow.
And then that was it. And at that point, I remember asking him, oh, I don't have an agent. Who you suggest?
What did he say?
He suggested at the time one of the hottest agencies that was out there. So, and then that's who we went.
And I'm sure they took you upon Steven Spielberg's recommendation. Holla.
And that was
history.
That was the beginning.
Wow. Did we have a caller on the line? Wow. GospelRhythms.com, Talk Live Radio. You're live and in the studio. What's your name? Where are you calling from? Are you still there? Hello. I'm sorry. Well, you know what? Trisha has come in the house, so you know what? This will be a good time.
Looking beautiful, right?
Let's transition. Should we do it? Should we just do it on? Should we go to commercial? Or no, we're just gonna do it live. Well, let's give a hand for the lovely Darlene Darbo, not Darvell, not to be accused with Darvell. This is her first day with us. She's our intern. So you might as well come on. We flying you in.
Welcome.
Girl, I was clowning you. I told her, thank you, beautiful.
I love it.
She's studying to do this for real. So we are happy to be able to support.
You're studying to be a host?
just on
Awesome.
air.
Well, sit down,
and she's
Mama.
in school and
sit
have
down
a
with
seat and
us.
just
Sit at the
fellowship.
table and join us, please.
I
think that's awesome.
You look very beautiful, by the way.
Thank
I
you.
was saying that.
Well, since
I
we're
was
doing this so
clowning you.
informal here. Hold
Hey,
on.
wait. Oh, hang on one quick second. I was saying next time. I said I know Trisha late because she stopped and ate food after lunch. She better I told her next time she better pack a bag for lunch because I'm soaking all of this up.
Let me tell you, I wish I had eaten. I'm so hungry right now.
We got a caller
We
on
have
the
a caller
air.
on the air.
This is gospelrooms.com,
All right.
Talk Live Radio. What's your name?
I
Where
was
you calling
looking
from?
I'm looking actually right now on my computer. Oh my God, I just wanted to say that I am truly a fan. Wow. And I just wanted to say how awesome it is to actually see you talk on here and stuff. I'd be listening onto this website, and I just wanted to really call in and say that I really admire, I believe it's Black Silk.
There you go. Boom.
There you go, Black Silk.
Thank you.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I was actually a friend of mine introduced me to you guys' products and stuff. I believe it's the black soap that you guys have.
Yes.
And it's really good. I just wanted to say how great it works on my face.
Thank you.
How great it works on my skin. It's so awesome. I wanted to know, I know you can't say all your secrets, but I wanted to know what ingredients are in your soap.
Oh, yeah. And for those of you who don't know, she's an entrepreneur. I guess is an entrepreneur, has a beauty.
CEO?
And yeah. So give me, because they're like, what is she talking
Well,
about?
Okay.
I tell you what, before I can say what ingredients is, let me just give you a little base of what the whole system is about. Like I said, I'm from the Virgin British Island, and growing up, I always tell people that we didn't have your pharmacies or your doctors like you did. I grew up in a household, literally, my mother was everything. If you broke, that's my son, and that boy at 2 years old would bust his head open. If you bust your head open, you didn't call 911. I called my mother.
Right.
She bandaged. She knew how to mix ointments. She knew what the plants were for. I grew up with a family. That's how they did. If I had a headache and I was back home, they didn't go to the store. My mother knew what Megan Bush was. She went to the backyard. She picked it. She boiled it. So what happened was, as I started to do hair and I started developing, I had kids. I had a little girl. She was 4 years old, and she came up with a really bad skin rash. And they call it eczema, I heard. But they gave me all these medication for it that wasn't working. And I kind of had more common sense at the time. I'm like, okay, you know what? When am I tripping? I know what's the root of this. I know there's a drying of the skin. I know the drying of the skin is so extensive that it's causing irritation. Okay, I've got to heal the skin. So I decided at that time to just go ahead and get my aloe vera, get the things out from the backyard, things that I knew better about. I started mixing it. I started making an oil. I started putting in her bath. And within literally 1 month, her skin not only stopped drying, but after about 2 years of the consistent treatment, she never again in her life had eczema, and it cured it.
Wow.
Then I learned later on through family and my mother, she was like, well, what you're using is healing things. She said that's what it does. She was explaining to me some of the ingredients, and I'm like, okay, I just know you do this for this, but I didn't quite understand the depths of it. My mom was like, well, I didn't know that you could combine that. That was pretty good. And so when it came to the soap and stuff like that, my son has the same problem. He has skin problems. He can't use the soap is new in our line. It's just been a year now. Not even a full year. It came out this year. It's very new. What happened was my son, what are you over there whispering to me about? Oh. Okay, thank you. Oh, okay. Mother came out at me like,
I just can't believe that's your son, but we'll talk about that in a minute.
So he's gluten free. He can't eat gluten. He can't eat wheat, all this stuff. And he just discovered this this year or last year, something like that. All I know was he had an issue, and I was like, he can't even use soap. And I was like,
oh no.
So once again, I was like, okay, you know what? We have to find the root of this. And and that was the purpose. And what I did once again, and that soap is actually, it is handmade, it is specially made and blended, and it's made, and it's 100% organic, all natural.
Oh my goodness.
All natural.
That soap is
oh my God. And it takes, let me tell you something. Wait. What's crazy about it is because it's natural elements that's in it. It does almost 9 to 10 different things. It will actually
Wow.
take care of blemishes. If you've noticed that, if you use it consistently, it will take care. Not only does it get rid of your acne, but it's going to take care of your blemishes. Because it actually would, because it has some cocoa butter up in it. It's going to take care of your skin tone. It's going to also you use it like a scrub. Do you use it and leave it on and let it sit?
I use it on my face. I use it like every morning and like maybe before I go to sleep. You know, I wear a lot of makeup. So when I put it, you know, when I wash my face, it takes it all off. It takes it completely, like as if I've never had any makeup at all. And
it feels so
I had,
wonderful.
Like, before I was using it, you know, and you're right. It's like it got rid of all my blemishes.
What's your name?
Completely. Like, my skin is awesome. My name is Naya. Nice to meet
No,
you.
it's nice to meet you,
as well.
sweetie. Why, you know what? We need you to give us your information somehow, some way. We maybe, I don't know, Veneric, is there some way you can get it from her? Because I think you need to do a PSA or commercial or something.
You know what? You're so right. And we need to send you some more soap for free.
That's right.
How's that?
Can we do that for you?
I will. How can I do that?
And we need to get a picture of you with the product, and you can upload it to each of our pages, to Gospel Rhythms on Facebook. And I'm sure you have what Facebook page.
Desreta Jackson. Just Google Desreta Jackson. It'll come up.
Okay, I see the email up here on my computer, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to email you guys, and then we can go from there. But I truly appreciate talking with you guys, and I was so excited just to hear that she was actually on, and I wanted to just talk and say God bless you.
Wow.
And I just hope you guys have a great and awesome day.
Yeah, please.
Same to you.
And you
Beautiful.
can also
Thank
email
you.
the word jams at gospelrhythms.com, and it'll come to us directly, and we can make sure that she gets it as well.
Definitely.
Okay, awesome. I will do that. You guys have a great day.
Okay. All right. Take care.
Goodbye.
You too. Oh,
All
she's
right.
a
Do we have another caller on the air? I guess we do. This is
And
gospelrhythms.com.
thank you for connecting me with my fans.
Talk Live Radio on LATalkLive.com. You're live and in the studio. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Hello.
Yes.
Hi.
What's your name and where are you calling from? Welcome.
Okay, my name is Corey Ford. I'm calling from Durham, North Carolina.
Did you? Okay, say that one more time. Did you say Corey?
I'm calling. Yes, ma'am. I'm calling from Durham, North Carolina.
Hey, Corey from North Carolina.
East Coast in the house, represent.
Yeah. All
I
right.
got to say, Miss Jackson is one of the most humble. I'm on her page now.
Yes.
Most humblest person.
Beautiful.
Keep it real person. Celebrity online. I mean, she's
Awesome.
amazing.
Awesome.
Thank
She's
you.
I mean, her family's a family person. I mean, she's amazing. I just want to give you that credit.
Thank you, Corey.
What's up,
Thank
Prodigy?
you.
I'm so. Did you say something?
I said, what's up, Prodigy?
Oh, you know
Her
what? You're
son?
breaking up a little bit. And you said, what about her son?
I was saying, what's up?
Oh,
What's
you said,
up?
Oh, what's
Hey,
up?
Corey, have you ever used the product before, Black Silk?
Oh yeah. I bought the shampoo and conditioner. It's a product works real good.
Thank
Works real
you.
good. I enjoy using it. I got to order the sugar and the stuff
Almond
in the
essence
can.
oil.
Yeah,
The sugar and
I'ma
almond
get that
essence oil.
next.
Okay, definitely. Thank you.
Wow.
All right, hey,
You're
do
welcome.
us a favor, Corey. Can you pass the word on about Black Silk and about Miss
Most
Desreta
definitely.
Jackson?
Most definitely. I will.
All right.
And
Come
thank
on
you,
back
Corey.
and,
Thank you for
visit us
tuning in.
again at
All right.
Gospel Rhythms. Thank
All right,
you.
bye-bye.
God bless.
You know, I just have to also touch on the fact that you are natural, like your bio, and obviously from what we're hearing, you definitely have a natural knack for being a business savvy, negotiating woman, and social activist. I know we're going to get in deep into talking more about your product, but we have another call on the line.
All right.
So we want to say welcome
Hello.
to GospelRhythms.com,
Welcome.
Talk Live Radio.
Hi.
Hey, who are we talking to? And where you from?
Hi, my name is Evelyn,
Yes. Where you from, Evelyn?
Sacramento, California.
Hey. How's it going, Evelyn?
It's good.
Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, thank you for tuning in. And go ahead. I know you probably have a question or a comment for Miss Desreta here.
Yes.
Yes.
Now, I have a couple of friends who are swearers by Black Silk, and I just have a question. I'm a college student now, and I wear my hair natural, and I need to know what product do you recommend from your brand that can wear my hair natural in this heat.
Okay, say that again. I didn't quite get the whole thing.
Product for natural hair in this heat.
Oh, okay. You know what? Evelyn, I'm going to suggest that you could use the whole entire system. We have a system on there called the Silk Hair Growth System. And that system comes with a clear protector. Okay, and if you go on the on the website, you'll see it. The clear protector, if you put that on the hair, the entire hair, it's actually designed to do several different things. It protects the moisture in the hair automatically. So if your friends wants to wear their hair curly, once you put the clear protector in and you wash it out and use our shampoo, you're going to find that you're going to have more defined curls. And the reason why it's more defined is because your natural moisture has been protected and sealed in. You ever notice when you wet your hair how your hair is curly, then when it dries out it's not as curly? Right. The clear
crazy.
Yeah, right. The clear protector is designed to help that curl stay in. And then if they want to press their hair, it would actually cause the hair to press silky straight like butter. I know everybody sees that stuff right now in the market, like go from straight to silky. I'm proud to say that my product line was the first one to come out with that, and we actually started in 2010. We received Innovative Technology and Breakthrough Award for the product, and it opened up the door for a whole nother market that we didn't even know was going to happen, which was your products that are designed to make the hair silky straight. So the difference though is that it's going to give you resistance to humidity. So in this heat, when your friends press their hair now, they're going to find that it's not going to revert as quickly back up because you have the clear protector on. So you could do it curly for more curly styles, or you could press it out to get more of a silky style, and it's called black silk for a reason. You're going to see that silk. That look of the hair is going to be naturally silky without any oil, without anything added to it.
So you got that, Evelyn? You're going to pass that word on?
Get the whole system, sweetie.
I'm excited.
Okay?
Thank you, Evelyn. Thank you so much for calling from Sacramento, girl.
Wow.
All right, be blessed.
I know one of the things that I'm in awe of, I know earlier today, and if you would just hang on a quick second, the next caller, is that, you said when you came from the British Virgin Islands, you were homeless. And, as reading your bio, one of the things that stood out to me, and we can come back to it after we take this next caller, is that, you invested over 1.1 million of your own personal finances into going back to the very community that you were homeless in, Watts, Los Angeles, California. So stick a pin in that thought, because I think it will definitely be an inspiration of someone who may be on the struggle right now to know that doesn't have to be the end of their story. So this is gospelrhythms.com, Talk Live Radio. You are on the air. Welcome. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Hi. My name is Colleen.
Hey, Colleen. Welcome.
I just wanted to let you know that I love your oil. Like, I use it on my whole body, my hair, my eyebrows. Like, it's my life.
Okay, Colleen, back up, girl. You use it on the eyebrows. So what does it do for your eyebrows?
It makes them look sleek. Like, when they be like, my eyebrows on fleek. Like, my eyebrows be on fleek.
They on fleek, girl.
I love it.
Nice.
That's the new
where
word.
are you calling from, Colleen?
Wyoming.
Wyoming? All
We
right.
got the whole country.
Well,
up
you've
in
just
here,
got
Midwest.
a lot of
I'm just
fans all over the
And
place.
they're the sweetest people.
They're
Did you
so
hear?
sweet.
It's like the energy. They're just so
They're just
wonderful.
awesome.
The voices. Like,
Yes.
thank you so much. What did she say her name was?
Colleen.
Colleen. Thank you so much, Colleen. I'm just like, I'm so happy you love it. That was the purpose of making it and inventing it. It was just to do something different, and actually that is going to heal the skin with constant use. If you have certain problems like with dry skin, and did you notice it's not oily? Girl, here goes the PR going.
Okay,
did you notice it's not oily though?
Because
did you notice?
To buy everything.
It's not oily either, so it's really funny the way the oil is designed. I made it. You can put it on your body and you can go outside. You're not going to get like you have greasy and you're oily or you're shiny. And then if you pour it in your hair, it doesn't like sit there and just run. And people always say it soaks in, and there's a reason why it soaks in. Because one of my patent trade secrets is a protein that I put in it. And see, you normally read products that say they have protein in it. What they're not telling you though is that if the protein isn't broken down to the right degree, it doesn't actually penetrate your hair. So it will not penetrate. Also, the FDA doesn't regulate, so therefore they could put a drop. They could say, I mean, there's all kinds of types of protein. You could just say it has protein in it,
Right.
but there are specific types of protein, and I'm talking about a certain type, not just keratin that the hair is made of.
Yeah.
There is a specific type of protein that is designed to feed and strengthen the hair. And if it's not broken down to the right molecules, and scientists know this, it doesn't do anything for you.
Wow. And you know, I have to ask you a question about the scientists in a second. But Colleen, thank you. Did you have anything else you wanted to share?
No, I just wanted to say I just love your product.
Wow.
Thank you.
That is awesome. Colleen, thanks. Be blessed. Keep in touch with us. Check us out next Sunday, okay?
Okay.
I'm like,
that is phenomenal.
How do you
girl.
go from
That's phenomenal.
film acting to hair care products? Like that transition. What did that look like? Because God, you know, he made that way for you. But unlike most actors and actresses in Hollywood who see the beginning and the end of that act, that craft, you reinvented yourself. You saw a purpose beyond the stage.
That is, once again, God. And the reason why is because I don't usually do or get involved in things that I desire to do. I get involved with things that I feel I'm directed to do. So even though it doesn't make sense to me, I don't like right now. If I felt like I whispered or something said to me that vibe said, leave with you guys, and I don't know nothing about you, I will leave before I question it. Now, if it told me not to leave, I would do the same as well. Right. So I just get involved, and that's what ended up happening. For me, I grew up in a family that braided back home. So braiding was something that was very custom to me. And when at a young age, I was just braiding and loving it. And then when I needed money, I did the first thing I do. We resort to what I always tell people. Familiarity, comfortability brings familiarity. Sure. So I resorted to what I was comfortable with, and that was braiding. And that's how I spent so many years in it that it was natural. I used to have, my kids had problems. That was the first concern. Then I had issues back before you had all of this natural hair movement, before you had information about how to get your hair beautiful and looking good like our host over here.
Girl, it was better yesterday. Let me tell you, it was so much better
all
yesterday.
kind of hair care product boxes and everything. Ultra
yeah,
Sheen,
before
Ultra
that,
Perm.
I had to figure it out. And that's what it was. I was just at home figuring it out with what I knew already.
And I'm still, trying to find different things, because I'll do the natural look sometimes. I'll twist it when I don't feel like flat ironing it.
Yeah.
I stopped getting a perm back in 1996.
I could tell because your hair looks healthy.
It's healthy, but then when I put the color in there, what you see is growing out, you can tell there's a difference between the regular hair and the colored hair is drier. So,
I could tell you why.
Sometimes, tell me why.
Yeah, the color hair is dry because you stripping it. The lighter, see, hair has every hair strand has one color it starts with. Then what happens is, in order for you to get actual color to the hair, you have to strip a layer. So I used to tell my clients, think of it this way as to, let's just take a toothpick, and you have to strip the toothpick. You make it thinner and thinner. It gets weaker and weaker. Well. You need our clear protector on when you put your color on.
Wait. Let me stop.
Hold on. Because you had lots of time with her. I just got here.
I'm trying to get how she got to get the vision in boxes to be sold.
Because I know, praise Jesus.
Y'all trying no, she's trying to get a hair care consultation. I'm trying to find out how she got the products boxed and sold. Okay,
won't they do it? Yes, all right. Let me see what's happening here.
Hello?
That's what I'm. Oh, we have a caller. We have a caller on here.
Yeah, Van Air just put him on live. That's all right. We got a caller on the air.
Let me tell you something. When black women get together and start talking about hair,
right?
We get going. How you doing? Welcome to Gospel Rhythms. How are you? Thanks for calling. Where are you calling from? Hello. Did you leave
we
us?
lost him.
Did you hang up on him?
We talked.
We talked him right off the air.
Call us back, brother.
Boop.
Okay,
she got her product when he called back in.
Yeah.
I just want to know, at what point did you, and what steps did you take to paint a picture for us in the little time we have left, to actually see the vision go from your passion of just doing hair to actually saying, I can see this product boxed and sold, because you had to be led to say, who do I reach out to, because I have this idea that I can be packaging and selling this product and all this stuff that I learned from my mama.
Well, see, you know what? She just said it. I really didn't know at the time. It took me 10 years just to get to the knowledge and information that I know now that I could launch it in 2010. It took me 10 years to literally learn that because wasn't no one telling me or showing me, and I had this big thing where I needed to figure out how do I make this work? What do you do? So throughout those times, through my clients, I had some clients who were lawyers. I had some clients who were, like marketing, did expert. One client had Proactive on her account. I was like, okay, tell me. So I started to get information, and I would do the research, and then once I kind of got it together, I did. I had an idea, and then I had to, in order to take control of my product, because when I went to manufacturers, they didn't understand it. My shampoo is not a shampoo classified by the FDA, and the reason why is because my shampoo breaks shampoo rules. And my meaning my shampoo, I don't want to give his trade secret. So what it could do is you can use it as to wash your skin for acne. Okay. So you could use it to wash your hair. Okay. You could use it as a lotion.
Sure. Awesome. Wow. So you've got a bunch of 3, 4, 5 in one type of products that can go for many things.
Yes. Now, and the way you use it will change the effects of what you're going to do with it.
Is everything produced and manufactured here?
I'm sorry, what?
Is everything produced and manufactured?
Yes, in the U.S., yes.
Okay. Oh, we have a caller. I'm sorry. No, they're gone? Okay, I'm sorry.
We're just talking off our callers off.
I know. It's so hard because we've got so much we want to talk to this lovely lady about. But you mentioned aloe vera, and aloe vera is a natural God-given plant with healing properties. My grandmother used to put it on me when I got burns. She used to put it on me when I cut myself, and it would just heal up a lot faster than,
and it removes scars too.
And and some scars. So do you put that pretty much in most of your products or just a few?
No, it depends on aloe vera is a very fragile compound. So it depends on what I need the product to do. If it's not going to work for everything, like and the quantity, like when you see a product and you're buying it and it says aloe vera, right? Depending on what that product is for, they just giving you a whole lot of BS. I'm sorry. God knows I speak the truth. Okay. They're just giving you a little bit too much because the compound cannot work in that manner to really do anything for it. So I use things according to what I need it for. So I don't put it in everything.
Wow. No. So you really had to study. You really had to go to scientists and go to the lab because
I taught my scientists in my lab.
You taught?
I taught them. I'm not even exaggerating. And when they
because I'm sure their hair was European hair.
Thank you.
They don't know really what kind of skin that we have.
They was, and I was telling them, you can't tell me about my hair. You can't tell me about my hair. No one can tell me.
You would ask them, do you know what a nap is? I didn't think so. You do not qualify.
And just because someone, even I find even with hairstylists, I educate hairstylists because I'm like, you went to school to learn how to beautify the hair. And what you're being taught is not the same as how to care for the hair.
You are doing what Madam C.J. Walker did. Pretty much. I mean, because she started, and she was the first. She had other name too. Her real name. Well, she did. No, she had a real name. But she was the first female, not just the first black female. She was the first female millionaire. Did you know that?
Yes.
That is amazing. Yes. In America.
Well, speaking of millionaires, we have discussed our guest as the actress, as the entrepreneur. We can't go because she has so many layers before I have her address this philanthropic side, because I think that it speaks to a person's heart. It's not just about all about the Benjamins, baby. It's about giving back and remember where you came from. And if you wouldn't just share that dynamic of what you do and its heart for you, the heart that you have for it.
I'll tell you how that came about, which was really weird. My mother and my mother's brothers, that side of my family, are builders. So back home, a good shout out to the Jackson family.
Hey, Jackson. Hi, Miss Jackson.
So there's a lot of contractors in my family on that side from the West Indies. So my mother came here knowing how to build and contract. Every time I would go to my mother's house, I swear to you now,
a new room.
She was just digging something out. Am I lying at them? I would tell her, 9 years old, she
He's
would have
shaking
my
his
son
head.
inside there with a power drill. And I would be like, Mom, do not have my son when he power drill. She's like, back home, he would have been knew how to build a house.
Oh.
You know? And
You
I'm
know
like,
how to build a house?
I'm like, well, he
Okay,
do
I see
now.
what you're
But I'm
doing.
just saying, she was like, he's kind of late. Like, come on, please.
Okay, Mama.
And so it was like one day dawned on me. I was like, Mom, how about if I was to get you a group of guys, can you teach them? Because she was teaching him like how to lay tile. He was like 5 years old, knowing how to at least lay certain things like bricks, and 9 years old, he knew how to do power drills. I was like, Mom, can you teach anybody? Boyfriends I had, she'll be like, come and do this for me. Come and show you something. Right?
Wow.
And they'll
Can
do
she
it.
teach my son? He's
She
21.
did.
And I said
That's
to-
how the program started.
Yeah.
I decided that I bought a property. I came up with a concept, told my mom about, like, let's go. She was down with it, right? I told her I'll take care of all the books. I'll buy the property. I'll do everything. She even knew how to inspect properties because she'd do that. She'll walk into the house and she's like, okay, that has a water leakage problem. The realtor would be like, oh, no, it don't. I'll be like, if my mother says it does, it does. She'll be like, the foundation ain't no good.
Wow.
You know, we'll go through houses, and then I would do the deal. I'll get it done. I do the paperwork, and then I hired the contractors, and I made a deal with the contractors. I was like, I tell you what, they would compete, and I said, if I was to bring people, because this was about me cutting the cost as well, I was like, if I can bring people to help out, would you train them? They was like, no, I won't train. I said, what if I bring a foreman in and you just, because they had to train underneath a licensed contractor. He was like, oh, okay. And then, so I made this deal, and I just started like dealing with people in the neighborhood, the guys that I knew I grew up with, and then I wanted my mother to train them like she was training my son and family members. And it became this thing where they was just like bringing their other, members and family members, or this guy just came out of jail, and they'd be like, hey, they called me Mahogany then. They was like, hey, Mahogany.
You went from K-Rock to Mahogany.
K-Rock.
That was her gang name. Yeah.
I'm sorry?
That was her gang name.
That was your gang name?
Yeah. You have to watch the first part when you was flying.
Yeah, well, I
a little
wasn't
late.
here,
She was on
right.
4 or 5. It ain't
She
my
just
fault.
had to mention
It ain't
that
my
again.
fault.
She just had to throw me right up
You
under
was
the
talking
truck.
about I had
Not
the
the
most
bus, but
time.
the
I wonder
truck.
why. I was here early, actually. Okay.
This is really nice. I can't wait to use it.
Oh, okay.
I know, because she got all the product. And then she gets all the product. What's up with that? That's all right.
Because I'm going to use them, and I'm going to come back with my hair flawless next Sunday.
That's
Praise
okay.
Jesus. All right, girls. So go ahead. So yeah, you and me gonna talk about that. That's some good stuff.
Okay.
All right, wow, we gotta have you back.
No,
on
wait,
the
Mahogany,
show.
she ain't finished.
Yeah, I know. I'm just amazed. This is phenomenal. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
Talk about Mahogany.
Well,
You're philanthropic. Getting into philanthropic, giving back to the white community.
Yeah, she knows. Go ahead.
I thought you threw her off. I was just reminding her where we were, where the pen was at in the dialogue.
After the show,
She do that to me all the time, girl. Trust me. You look like she look like she had headlights in her eyes. I don't know.
All right, go ahead. And don't try to say philanthropic.
Philanthropic? Is that not a word?
I'm dead.
Sorry.
I know, me too. All right, go ahead.
Well, that was just it. It just became one of those things where I went ahead and I got the guys on. I was hiring gang members, and they had criminal records, and I knew they wasn't going to get a job. But I knew these people too from, like, I grew up in the hood, so I knew why this person went to jail as a murderer. I knew why he got that rap. Yeah. I didn't look at him as a murderer. Right. And I also did know my son was very associated with a lot of the members in the streets, and so I knew them on personal levels as well, and we had a good mutual understanding and a respect. So when they came for work, it was like, oh, I'll put money in your pocket, no problem, and I need you. But then I started more like, I've created a program. It wasn't just about putting it in. Wow. I was like, okay, this is how it works. You need to get this, you need to get that, you get these tool belts. You got 2 weeks to get your stuff. Just like any job, you might have time to get your stuff. And if you don't get it, then you're going to get it from me. And now a hammer is going to cost you $19 versus $3.
Right.
Wow.
And they would be like, dang, why so high? I was like, because responsibility has a penalty.
All right. Let me stop you there. We do have a caller still. Yes, they're gone. All right. Hey, listen.
Well, we got 1 minute left. Come on in.
Listen, you guys. Yeah, we got 1 minute left.
Wait.
We do have a caller calling back. All right, caller, you're on the air. Talk to us. What's your name? Where you from? Hey.
Yo, hello?
Yeah, you're on the air. What's your name and where you calling from?
I'm John. I'm calling from Long Beach.
Hey, John. What's going on, John?
OBC.
Nothing much. I just wanted to call and say I came to one of your events when you went to the Renaissance, and it was nothing short but immaculate. You know, everything was just perfect. And, you know, I was listening to you, and I wanted to give you a call and tell you I appreciate what you're doing, and you keep us moving forward.
Thank you. I really appreciate that.
That
He's
is
talking
so
about the Healthy
beautiful.
Hair Expo, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I love when I get the
Awesome.
men out there to come
Right.
to the expos. Oh, I love
Yeah.
it.
Right. Listen.
And you gave me a lot of products that I use today. I still have a lot. My girlfriend, she went to Fiji, and she stole all my hair products.
Of course she did. That's what
So I'm
every
definitely
good
gonna
woman
have to come
does.
pick some up from you guys.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
And you can get them off the website too, right?
Yes, you can go to myblacksilk.com. And right now, matter of fact, we have a, if you go there, you can get 25% off by using the word black silk. And I'm going to do
Oh,
something
yeah.
special for the show. Starting on the 1st, we're going to actually use the word gospel rhythms, and you can get 25% off as well. Okay?
That's what I'm talking about. Look here, John. I'm so glad you called in so you could say that. John
thank
from
you so
Long
much.
Beach. Is
Yeah,
it Long
well-
Beach? Did you say Long Beach?
Yeah, Long Beach in the house.
John,
Long
I need
Beach.
you to tell all the brothers in Long Beach about this product, about this lovely woman, and tell them all to tune in next week as well. Thank you.
Wow, we are out of time. Can you believe it?
Yes. Oh,
Yeah,
I
stay
enjoyed
blessed.
myself.
Hey, John, God bless you. Thanks for calling in. Okay,
Thanks, John.
We're going to sign off with Ms. Jackson right now.
Yeah. Any parting thoughts you would like to leave your obviously vast following, the folks that couldn't call in, that may be struggling in frustration with hair care products, or even their dream, their vision, or any part? I mean, because you speak to so many areas in any individual's life, obviously male and female.
Thank you. Yes, yes.
Wow.
Thank you.
Any parting words you want to leave? Any words of wisdom, advice?
Words of wisdom and advice, I have none.
Yes, you do. You got so
Do
much.
you have something in particular
got a
that you
whole
live
book
by,
in
like
here.
your own personal
I do.
creed? Yeah.
Mhm, I do. I honestly, I trust. I have this thing where I believe that if I teach someone how to fish versus than to give them a fish, they're going to be able to do better in their life. You know that old saying. And I did that with my kids and everybody in my family. They know they don't come to me and just ask me for something. It's like, okay, you want something, let me show you something you can do. And that way you don't always have to be dependent to ask someone else.
You better
You know?
preach.
And so
Amen.
that's pretty much what I live by. And another thing I do, I'm very big on, I would give a life for loyalty more than I would give for money. So it's like I'm really big on when I meet people and I have a loyalty and honesty.
Yes.
And that's what I built. Everything I do, like the brand. I just want to say this one thing, what I'm proud about Black Silk. We have launched officially since 2011. We have not had one refund request.
Wow.
Since we launched.
That's amazing.
Wow, that's awesome.
That's
Woo.
amazing.
Now I'm gonna knock on wood.
That's awesome. You know,
Wow, we
God
just
is
thank you.
good, isn't
Thank
He?
you
How
so
He just
much.
blesses you with the gift, and then you fall when you're in line with your purpose. It just all falls
Yeah,
together,
yeah.
and voila, here you have this, and I'm gonna use
Now,
it.
are you still plugged into
So-
Hollywood? Are you getting your product in
You
the
know what?
studios and stuff?
What's really crazy? People always ask me like, "Oh, why don't you get your product in stores? Why don't you get your this and that?" You know, when I first started, I couldn't get in no store. No one even understood what it all did. I couldn't get into the stores, and I left that alone a while ago, and was like, "That's okay. I'm just going to focus on getting it through the sales through the internet." And then it just like, I literally got hit up by like different states or different places that wanted, the UK or people that wanted it. And now I'm kind of like really comfortable on the control of the internet because the price is a good price point.
I see you on QVC too.
Yeah, I'll do that. Yeah, but I kind of like I was like, now I'm more like, if I was to do a store, it would be more so like Macy's or hint Macy's. Okay, but it would be
Come on, Macy's.
Neiman Marcus.
Who else?
it would be more
Who do you
she just
want
said.
besides Macy's? Is there anyone else? I mean, are there a few that you're really vying for out there?
You know what? If I can find a high end, black owned.
Okay.
Supplier, that'd be great. I would
Great.
like that. But I like the reason why I kind of like Macy's and Neiman Marcus and those kind of, things, because our products are, I always tell people, quality costs. There's a reason to why when you buy cheap stuff, it is cheap. The word is used there. Quality costs. Quality is not expensive.
Yep.
There's a difference. Expensive.
No, you're right.
and costs.
You're right. I used to have really, really expensive shoes, and then they broke. I know we got to go. You ain't got to be pushing me under the table. I know we about to.
I'm just like you about to go down another lane. We ain't got time to talk about your expensive shoes.
It was quick.
Okay?
Yo, that was way back when, and those suckers broke, and the cheaper ones lasted. All right, listen, we appreciate you guys for tuning in, and all the callers. Thank you so much for calling in, and you, beautiful lady. I loved the color purple, and you were phenomenal, and thank you so much for being on our show today. I am Trisha Mann Grant.
I'm Ro Williams, and you go on, beautiful. Darlene
Oh, your mic wasn't on. Oh, there it is. Your mic is on.
Here, one
There we
more
go.
time.
Say your name one more time, sis.
Darlene Darvo.
And thank you for sitting in for me, Darlene Darvo. I'm glad you were here.
Me
All right,
too.
y'all. We'll be right back next Sunday.
Yes.
Next Sunday. All right. And yeah, that's it. That's all right. Thank you, Vaneric. We love you, Vaneric. Woo.
Can't you see what's going on? Through it all, gospel rhythm still going strong. Trusting